As women grow older, those microaggressions don't just disappear, they evolve. The side eyes that began at family dinners become underhanded comments, or underhanded compliments, rather. Subtle jabs that started between mother and daughter turn into distrust between women who should be allies. What begins as subtle jealousy or emotional competition in your youth can become the root of isolation, self-doubt, and guardedness in your adult relationship. And here's how it plays out. In your friendships, you find it hard to trust other women. You brace for betrayal because you were raised to believe that female closeness eventually turns sour. You downplay your wins to avoid being too much because growing up, confidence was met with comparison. A friend says, "Wow, you're really dressing up these days. Who are you trying to impress?" This sounds like a joke, right? But it's really a microaggression aimed at dimming your shine. Now you got to do a double take to say, hey, what am I wearing? And was I trying to impress somebody? Why can't you just be impressing yourself? It's enough that when I look in the mirror, when I get dressed, that I'm impressed. If I look good, why not just say, wow, you really look nice? But no, it came with all this backhanded comment. Who am I trying to impress? Like, again, to say, who are you? And in the workplace, you might have a female supervisor or colleague that you have a lot of tension with, but you can't quite name it. That's the thing about microaggression, is that you can't quite put your finger on it, but you know something weird is happening. And the compliments are sharp edged. The support is inconsistent, and your ideas are sometimes repeated back to you by someone else. So that means that you had an idea, and then all of a sudden you show up in a meeting and somebody is presenting your idea. That's microaggression rooted in internalized competition, jealousy, and it's their own general conditioning that has nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. And I want to talk about how to deal with it. I have 4 things that I'm going to ask for you to do. First of all, I'm going to ask you to name it and don't normalize it. It happens. You get that gut feeling. Even if you can't pinpoint it, I want you to be aware of it. Take it in, because awareness is power. Acknowledge the moments you've shifted who you were to appease someone else's comfort. Notice the patterns. You can't change what you don't confront. Let me give you an example. I'm going to give you a personal example. I had someone that I knew that we would hang around together. This was such a subtle shift. There was another gentleman who would say, "You're beautiful." And when this person came into the picture, you saw him slowly shift and stop making those comments. And I pulled away because I can see and I could feel her discomfort.